Hello, Courtney, ECPI RN student here with an update. So it's been like super long, and I really wanted to really stay on top of this thing, but the real nursing classes have started. So it's been a little difficult for me. So my last video was like Labor Day, and it's now December 27th. So it's been almost like 4 months. That's a long time, and it's kind of ridiculous. So update, and we're going to blow right past our little 3-4 minute video just to let you know in advance. So that term, the last video was term 2, and we were taking AMP2 and like orientation, healthcare orientation kind of course, or one of those like study skills. I don't know, things, something. It's like this is blown by so fast. After that, term 3, we got into fundamentals of nursing 1, and I want to say like English. I think that was the other course that we had to take, but English was one of my classes that transferred in, so I didn't have to take it. And Fundamentals of Nursing 1 was the only class that I had to take. So we actually we went on campus. So all of our lectures have been asynchronous online, and the labs have all been on campus. We've done this skills lab that we do, and basically the skills that we learned were all skills that we had to get checked off on these skills. Let me see if I can pull that up, because I just, sorry. Okay. So, sorry, my kid's in the background, and he's like, I'm trying to get him settled down before I did this video. But if you have kids, you know how it is. Okay. So may or may not work out for us. Don't know. All right. So anyway, I don't know. My record is upstairs, so I don't really know what this is. I'm looking at what this is. Okay, skills. So okay, the skills that we did were all of them except for one was like a refresher for me, but just working as a PTA in the field and or already learning that skill in PTA school. So just a quick blow through. Range of motion, hand hygiene, putting on PPE, which in the world of COVID-19, we all have been putting on PPE. So sterile fields, sterile gloves, vital signs, so temperature, respiration, pulse, blood pressure, and oxygen saturation, which is the machine. But bed bath, oral care, making beds, putting on stockings, transfers, back massage, eating, and blood sugar checks. The only new thing that I had not done is dropping an NG tube, so that was pretty fun. But that was the only new thing for me. So Fundamentals of Nursing 1 was not too bad. I actually got an A in that course, and it was not easy. And if I would not have had experience in as a physical therapist assistant as well as a CNA, then those skills would have been new for me. So there's that. Also, the tests were a little difficult, very, very much. So our lectures are kind of like, our instructor pretty much just reads like the PowerPoints that are provided by the book. So there's that. So it's not really a whole, like, she drops some gems and adds stuff in. She's really better. She's a good instructor, but she's better to me in skills because we can actually talk through things, and this is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. So I really appreciate Skills Lab. The lecture portion, you really have to read the book and like they have each chapter. So with our book, Fundamentals of Nursing, I actually purchased. So ECPI actually gives you the like you get the digital book. My brain's all over the place, but I have to have like a book. So I actually bought the book. You see how thick this bad boy is? Yeah, we've gone through quite a bit. So anyway, I like to go through and read the chapter, and I also bought the study guide. So I would recommend that. Like if you can do like the digital stuff, then they have the study guide, and then you'll get the book. But like with me, I need to touch and feel so I can learn. So that was that. That was a pretty good penny. I think it's like $120. So yeah. Um, yeah, but the book also has so there's a like an online portion to it, of course, that comes with the book, and they have like different competencies, not competencies, what is it called? God, I can't even think right now. They have like little tests that you take, and we actually take the tests. Course point prep use, that's what it's called, the points. I got one fired up right now. So the prep use are really good because the ones that she chooses, they'll be like a quiz, and we have to get like a mastery level 8. So you start at a level 1, and then you take quizzes and quizzes and quizzes and quizzes, and with each quiz, hopefully your mastery level goes up. If you get them right, then they'll mix it up and add more questions in, and it gets harder and harder. So it's actually really beneficial to do. So that comes with the book as well. And that's a really good thing. And she actually does use some of those as quiz grades. So we have to get a mastery level 8 on those. And 8 is the highest that you can go. I'm assuming because once I hit 8, I'm done. Because it's usually about 10 to 12 tests that you have to take. But it's not bad. It's good information. And actually, one of my classmates told me that when we have a test, she does the specific ones for the test. Because sometimes we might just do 1 or 2 from the test for the quiz, and those are all that I do. But she says that she goes the next step and does the additional ones and continues to go like beyond level 8, or continue after that, and the questions get harder, and she's actually had some of those test questions on there. I don't really have that kind of time, so that's great for her. That's a good tip that I'm passing on to you all. This term, we are in Fundamentals of Nursing 2. Okay, skills have been a little bit more complex, more fun. I actually feel like I'm learning like some new stuff. We did wound care. I don't remember what we did last night. Things were flying by. We did wound care. I remember that. We only have had one skills lab this term so far, and now we're on break, which is why I'm giving you this video. But skills lab, we did like wound care, we did ostomy care, like putting on and off a new wafer and doing with that, and sterile field, we did that again. I think that was those are like the 2 heavy hitters that we did. If I think of something else, our next skills lab, we're going to really do like medications and how to administer medication. So I'm really looking forward to that because that's going to be like pretty fun for me, because that's what I'm here for, I guess. Anyway, we actually also did a simulated clinical. So this was last Sunday, and from 6:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. And we were there all 12 of those hours, except for the 30-minute lunch break that we had in between. I actually felt like we learned a lot of good information. We had one patient for the first 6 hours and then another patient for the second 6 hours. And we read up on their chart, and then you have to do like the virtual kind of lab or portion of it where you do like the patient care. But it was a lot of comorbidities that these patients had, and then the medications that were selected, and we had to read up on those, and there was a lot of paperwork, a lot of documentation, but I felt really like I learned a lot, and I was really surprised by that for a virtual simulated clinical. But I felt like it was good. I think it was fantastic. This term has been really good. We still have a lot of assignments due, but we have this gap in between. So I'm going to actually use the gap to kind of like pre-do assignments that I can already do. And that way I only have to worry about the exams. So yeah, other than that, and we also started this term doing drug cards. So we get a list of 20 medications and we have to fill out like what the drug is, the brand name of it, and the indications, contraindications, common side effects, the action of the drug, nursing implementation, and patient teaching. So it's really extensive, and we have to do that for each one of these drugs, but only 5 are due per week. So we don't really have to, since the term, we get an extra week in the term. So we just pick 5, or it's, yeah, 5 do a week is 20, so 4. So out of the kind of 6 weeks that the term is, you just kind of pick whichever Sunday you want to turn them in. So I've already done 5. I'm going to try to knock 5 more out today. I think I've already done 3 of those the other day. So just 2 more and then I can turn that in. And then I'll just have the other 10 to complete. But yeah, it's good. I would say I still really feel like ECPI is good education, but if you have no prior medical experience, it will be a struggle. I will say that. And I mean like well rounded with that medical experience, not just working in one place. I would say like outpatient, inpatient, just different areas that you can work in, well rounded with that. Yeah, so good Lord, we're at 12 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it here. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I will respond when I see them. Peace out. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.